Morning. Welcome to Sunday. I just moved the Isuzu and it's left half of its oil behind. Doesn't look like power steering fluid, but does it?
Well, it's red.
Oh, it's red then. It is then, isn't it? So we're just having a bit of a move around. Because I need to get this engine out of here. So Isuzu out, Granada back, engine out into the yard, and then we'll clean it. Why does that say that? Okay, and then we'll clean it. We also need to have a bit of a shuffle around here as well, because I want to get that Sierra onto the hard standing so we can jack it up a little bit and rob some bits off it, which means probably got to swap the E30 around with it. Don't really want to park the E30 on the grass, but it shouldn't be for that long. So yeah, Granada back, transit forward, E30 up by the Sierra forward, jack that up. Yeah. It's like one of them games, isn't it, where you move the squares around. Okay, so yesterday was a pretty epic day with rust treatment and sanding and cleaning, and the end result was getting me underneath of this looking mint, absolutely brand new. Grab the torch. Absolutely lovely. So I woke up and thought, oh god, I wonder if I get a reaction and it all drops off overnight. Well, it hasn't. It was still a bit tacky when I went to bed last night. Well, that is dry now, which means we can start bolting some hardware on. Now the back axle went off the powder coating yesterday, and we've got a bunch of bits still waiting to come, bushes, wheel cylinders and stuff like that. So hopefully by the time the powder coating's done, they'll be here and we can assemble it and stick it up. But it doesn't stop me doing the petrol tank, even though I haven't got a fuel pump sorted yet. I can do the lines as well, brake lines, fuel lines. So there's not really that much else, but I did paint up inside the inner wings as well. Originally I'd primed this with epoxy primer, thinking that I would paint it body colour white, but I'm not going to do it body colour white. I'm going to leave it this primer colour, which isn't primer, if that's not confusing. Okay, first thing we're going to do is going to get this plastic sheet down, because this plastic sheet is no good for painting. It's not really a proper masking sheet, it's more of a dust curtain, and it sticks to things and the paint doesn't stick to it. The paint flakes off and drops on your work. So what we're going to do is, because I'm a cheapo, I'm going to take that sheet off of there and hang it up there, because this is a proper masking sheet. So we'll do that first. I'm masking the car and masking it up in one go, because next week, today we're going to try and get the engine in, but next week, probably like tomorrow, starting tomorrow, we've got to get these bonnet and boot done, and then the doors. Now we're hanging them up and painting them. So I'll get on with it. See you in a bit. I hear a sound of a man with a white Allegro. It's a man with the white Allegro.
Good morning.
Right?
Alright.
Right, work day. For some.
Yeah.
Just another day for others. We're nearly rearranged. We just have to push the Sierra back again to get the hoist out of resting place in there. E30 is up in the garden and did a bit of gardening, so we didn't lose it. And the engine is out of the room, so we just blocked off the intake and exhaust ports, and now we are going to get this dreadful dreadful chemical. This is real nasty shit. It's actually for stainless steel, pickling stainless steel, but as you can see, it works well on engines. So that area there, as opposed to that area there. So brush it on there, leave it half an hour, and wash it off. Which is obviously why we're doing it outside. I just don't want all that nastiness in that room there. So I don't know, I guess we could stick it on time lapse, and you could watch the cleanliness unfold. I would say that that is a vast improvement. You could still go at it a bit, there's still bits and pieces that would clean up even more, but actually, yeah, I mean that stuff's coming up even now as we speak. Isn't it? It's loosened it all off. So maybe just go over it now with a brush and just scrub it one more time and then give it another wash off. Yeah, we'll do that. Now we've got a very clean engine, but there's one issue with doing it this way. It takes off the passivated coating off the bolts and they flash rust when you wash off with water. So I've got to find now something to deal with the flash rust on the bolt heads. I think I've got something. Of course, we plan this all along. And once we're do, all we need to do is like wheel it under the car on the trolley. And that's what we're doing. So we'll wheel it under the car, and once it's in there, we'll lift it up, bolt the cross member in underneath it. As my good mate over there Alex says, we've got out these watt fittings and EGR blanking gizmo on the back before we slide the engine in. So what I have here is the thickest bit of aluminium I can find, which I think is about 4mm, and then these are transfer punches. So these match the size of the hole, so you get the centre of the hole and you give them a whack. So what I'm going to do is put that in there, whack that, drill the hole, put a bolt in it, and then put that one in there, whack it, and then that's perfect centres. And then with the 2 bolts in there, I can draw around that and cut it out. And that will be a blanking plate. Welcome to the world's largest EGR blanking plate. So that's bolted on there, and all I'll simply do is draw around that with a marker and cut it out. Got some RTV here, blanking plate, then the old gasket, and we'll just slap them together, get it on there. There we go, all on there nicely. So now for that water junction thingy-majig. Hopefully we're all in shot. What do we reckon on today?
Challenging. Or some other word beginning with a C.
Yeah, well, lots of C words for this one. It's supposed to look natural, and we're all tired, aren't we? Right, engine's in. And we just had a poo-poo moment. because we looked at the proximity of the engine and the cylinder we'd put in, and we thought, oh, the header's never going to fit. But the header fits. It's not dangerously close. We might have to do some heat management there, and we've probably got to do some on the alternator anyway. But engine is in. What do we say?
Engine is in.
Hurrah! Can we have a hurrah from everybody? Hurrah! We're going to drink beer shortly. There's the gear lever. Gearbox is mounted. Engine's in. We're sweaty. There's a big beach under there. All the sand from the gearbox oil that we spilt. So it's, yeah, as Alex says, it's been a challenging day. Cheers. Austin's probably going to run off now and edit this video. Get it up this evening. We're going to go and have a beer. And we'll see you tomorrow. Well, I'll see you tomorrow anyway. Kids will be back at school. I'll also be back at work. And yeah, don't forget, like, subscribe, share, comment. See you later.